Here are the first comment shoutouts from my last video. If you guys want a chance to get a shout out as well, make sure you guys go in the comment section below of this video and be the first, second, or maybe even third person to comment. Thank you for your love and support. Let's hop straight into the video. Well. Not only does Global get UI Goku first, but we also get the EZA for Rose as well. I don't know about you guys, but when they gave us the option to vote which one we wanted, Vegito Blue or Rose, I thought it was whichever one we picked would come to Global first, and the other one would come to would go to JP. That's how I thought it would work. I didn't know both EZAs were coming to Global. That's just insane to me. So here we are, Rose's EZA now. With his leader skill, we know that his leader skill is going to be the same, 80% and key 4. So the same thing as our boy Vegito Blue here. Now his super attack, I see two things happening. Super attack, it's either going to be causes immense damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. Greatly lowers attack and defense. Or it's going to be causes immense damage to enemy and massively lowers defense. Now I don't think it'll be massively lowers attack and defense. I think that's a little too much. It does depend on what they decide to do with the card itself. But if we take a look at Vegito Blue here, right? He went from no building of anything to greatly raising attack and defense. Not just raising attack and defense, greatly raising attack and defense. So if they made him massively lower defense, that's perfectly okay. But if they're going to do something to attack and defense, I think it'll stay greatly lowers attack and defense, which in my opinion would be really good for something like Super Battle Road or even the new Extreme Super Battle Road. Now, Mastery of Strength, his passive skill, attack plus 100% and Extreme Class Key 3 at the start of turn. I see two things happening here. Either they focus primarily on something like on power, like being a powerhouse like Vegito Blue, or they go more towards the support type side because he does have both in this passive, right? So let's just focus on him being a powerhouse, right? It would be attack plus, okay, they can do attack and defense plus 120%, or they can do attack plus 150%, and then he builds up defense every time he performs an attack or he gets hit, right? Adding to that, he can do attack and defense plus 10% or even 12% for every attack performed, right? He can do something like that, right? Yeah, so if he, let's say every time he gets hit, he builds up defense. Every time he performs an attack, he builds up attack. It'll be like the opposite, right? So whether he's performing an attack or getting hit, he's building up something, right? And then to keep him, as a powerhouse, he can either do high chance or even guaranteed crit to pure Saiyan category enemies. Now, if it's going to be a guaranteed crit, I think they'll keep it at just pure Saiyans. But if they do high chance to crit, I think they'll include hybrid Saiyans, because you guys have to remember that Goku Black and Zamasu did fight Vegeta and Trunks, right? Not just Goku and Vegeta. So if it's a high chance, I do see it being Vegeta, pure Saiyans and hybrid Saiyans. But if it's guaranteed, I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll just put it at pure Saiyans, simply because then at that point he's basically Cooler, right? Because Cooler, he transforms to get that ability. This guy doesn't even have to transform. He just starts doing guaranteed crit off the bat, which is going to be insane if that's the case, right? So that's what I see what will happen if he does, if he's more power focused. But if he's more support type focused, here's what I can see, right? So they'll just do attack and defense plus 120%, right? And then maybe he builds up attack or defense for either one or the other. Either he performs an attack or he gets hit. So, and they'll just leave it at that, right? Now it'll be Extreme Class Key 3 and attack and defense plus 40%. Okay. Next, they'll probably do something like Future Saga, Time Travelers, or Realm of Gods category enemies or allies. Sorry, an extra Key 2 and defense plus 40% or even 50%. Right, so he gives a nice defensive buff to Realm of Gods category units. Now, it could even be Extreme Class Realm of Gods category units, which I think would make more sense, right? And then he can also give, what was it? No, I don't think he can do, well, yeah. I think if he gives two types of buffs, right? So he gets, I think it's similar to Cooler, right? Cooler He gives a buff to extreme class and then to a certain category, I believe it's what it was. But here for Goku Black, I can definitely see it being extreme class key 3 and attack and defense plus 40% at the start of turn. And then he either buffs Realm of Gods, Future Saga, or Time Travelers. Again, I think it'll be extreme class versions of these categories. And then it'll be a little bit more key and then more defense. So maybe 50% defense, maybe 40% defense. I don't think it'll definitely be attack. But imagine having this guy on rotation, bro. Like, he'd be so much better for something like the World Tournament, right? This guy and during the World Tournament times is going to be insane if he's more of a support type unit, because then it just makes the World Tournament so much better, right? He greatly lowers attack and defense. He's great for something like Super Battle Road. Either way, let me know what you guys think. Okay, I think he's going to be more of a support type unit because they made Vegeta Blue extremely insane, right? So I think he'll be more of a support type unit, but I do think they'll give him a good, attack and defensive buff from his passive so that he can actually hold his own in the tough events that are now in the game. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. Again, in the comment section below, let me know what you think they'll do with his passive. Do you think he'll be more of a support type unit or more of a powerhouse? And I'll see you in the next one.